How did I get from that to this? I got landscaping.
Train, 16 coaches long.
Now you see why. Well, here goes nothing. Figure if I want to do something, may as well just get after it. Well, I'm mixing a good little part of the light green and a little bit of dark green. And that's 4mm. And then I'm just sprinkling in a little dark green 2mm, not a bunch, just a little bit. Yeah. Just mix it up a little bit. Stick it in the applicator. Just dump her in there. I'm using this size. It says it's for the smaller. So I got this one little piece here. I'll go ahead and dab it out. Okay, I did just the high areas and left a little bit. Get an idea how I painted in since I didn't show you while I was doing it. Where I thought grass might be, leaving some of the yellow on there. Well, this doesn't look too awful terrible. Let's take a look. I think once it dries, it'll look a little bit better. But and that's only the first layer of grass on there. It's gonna get some more. Okay, let her dry. Well, I got the whole infield done. Well, at least the first layer in there. Around the rock there. Define the driveway. Okay, working the mountain. It's looking pretty good so far. Really like the way that yellow peeps through on there. I'm having to conserve a little bit because I'm down to that left. I still got some long stuff, but I was trying to get this light and dark green good coat down first. And then I can work some of the dark green, longer stuff in there. Not much more to go. It's pretty good. Well, just a quick one. All where the light green grass was is in the low areas. I just kind of dabbed all the high areas. That's all I'm doing is just dabbing the high areas with some glue, dabbing it, not brushing it, just dabbing it on, and it seems to be working out. In case I don't know what I'm doing, so let's just see how it works. Okay, one full day. It's got grass. This is the 2mm, 4mm. Light green, dark green on top of that yellow that's in the low areas. Tell you, that's a full day of work right there. I mean, you could do it faster, but you know, if you knew what you're doing, I could probably do it faster now. But okay, next is I think 2 more layers of grass. Gonna be taller stuff, and then put in some tufts and things like that. That's it for today. Let's add some more tomorrow. Well, I've started the next step of putting this 7mm, yeah, 7mm, the longer grass in here. And I've done a little bit of it over here. And the best I could figure in this guy from Sweden's video is you can see the definite lines between the yellowish looking grass that's in the lower areas, and then the 2 and 4mm that's on the hills. And best I can figure is this goes between the boundaries between the two, and that's all I'm doing is I'm just putting in a little glue, and you can see the borders there where the sand is actually showing in those little areas. And no rhyme or reason, man. It's whatever makes you feel good. Again, this is not how to do it. This is showing you the best I can figure what this guy said, not being an artist in any way, but just putting some glue. Okay, you see what I'm doing in these areas here between the light and the dark grass. Let me get this done and I'll show you what it looks like before I sprinkle her. Okay, I got the areas around the dead and the green kind of done. You see there's no rhyme or reason, man. I just blotted some on there. I want to lighten that really dark green, that really light green up a little bit. And what I'm using in this thing is the 7mm dark green. Here we go. Well, one thing that I'm doing, some of this stuff just doesn't seem to be standing up. It's standing up pretty good, but if I hit this vacuum cleaner while it's still wet, it kind of stands all these little things back up a little bit better and gets rid of all this excess. So I'm gonna give that a whirl. Well, I just learned something here on the back edge of this. They gave me this little gizmo here, and I was thinking that I couldn't get that to ground into all of the glue. Well, come to find out, it doesn't have to be sitting in the glue. It just needs to be nearby, and that static works. Now you can go figure it out yourself. I'm just telling you that it didn't appear that you had to put. I made a grounding wire like everybody else did and hooked that up there, and I was sticking this in the glue and it didn't seem to work that well. But with that little gizmo that they give you, you just set it near. You just set it near and this grass will stand straight up. Well, I figured that out right here on this last strip. I got one more strip up there to do. But it doesn't look bad. So we're gonna go with that. But give that little thing a whirl. Don't just go to what everybody else does with this little grounding wire thing. Well, the yellow streaks are all gone. They kind of all blended in. That longer grass around those edges kind of glue. Once it dries, it'll be much better, but kind of just blended all that stuff in so it's not so stripedy. It looks much better. I'm gonna let this glue dry up, then I'm gonna give it a good vacuum, and actually, I kind of like it just like that. So hopefully a lot don't come out in vacuuming. I've already vacuumed it one time to get it stand up, but hopefully it don't take any of the green back off. We'll give it a whirl. Let her dry.